You're right there, YouTube. It is Crackoon again, bringing you another gameplay. Commentary man, we're here again, bringing you some more. Wait, 1 second. What the fuck was that at the beginning? I went like,
Domination.
fucking hell. I was like, that was like the pussiest shit ever, man. Whatever, man. I'll start again from the beginning. You're right there, YouTube. It is Crackoon again, bringing you another gameplay. Commentary man, we're here again, bringing you some more Modern Warfare 3 like I do. Going to be playing a ground war domination on the map, Interchange, using the UMP 45 with, I think I've just got the rapid fire attachment on it with the kick proficiency. Running the perk setup, Sleight of Hand Pro, Hardline Pro, Steady Aim Pro, kill streaks wise, I'm running the Precision Airstrike, the Reaper, the Pave. Boom, getting on with it, man, raping like I usually do. Running with a few people in this lobby, you know I like to disclose it at the start. I'm running with me. Well, obviously I'm running with me. Running with me, Benty, Mr. OG, and then I think there might be a few other people up in there as well. I don't know, some other people up in there as well. But, boom, you take it for what it is, raping them off like I do. I don't know, man. My last video, right, I spoke about the MOB and the standard of gameplay within Modern Warfare 3 and how the MOB has become... No, well, how the MOB is an exclusive Easter egg kind of kill streak. And like how the community wants to kind of turn the MOB into the standard of gameplay for Modern Warfare 3. And then with that factor alone, it's then turning the MOB into an unexclusive kind of thing. And then it's just ruining the standard of gameplay within the YouTube community and within Modern Warfare 3. So, I mean, you take it for what it is, really, when it comes down to it like that. I mean, I gave you my analogy about the little baby and how, like, the little baby is the Call of Duty community and its favourite toy is the MOB, and it always wants to play or see the toy or the MOB, and it always wants the MOB there, and if the MOB's not there, it's going to bitch and whinge about it. If it is there, it's just going to be happy and it's within its normal routine and all this kind of shit until one day he finally gets bored of the toy and then he wants a new toy. Something like that. You get what I'm saying like that? That's a pretty good analogy of it. But yeah, man, so people hated on my video. I don't give a fuck. You hate if you want to hate. I don't give a flying fuck me. Seriously, I didn't mean to swear there as well. I'm sorry to swear. But seriously, that's how much I really do not care. You hate on my video. I don't care. I'm here laughing, tap dancing. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Jesus. People want to hate and people want to be butthurt. That's the way of life. I mean, shit, you get people like this in real life. They just want to be haters. I'm the player hater king. You get me? So, anyway, that's it. Moving on with it. Anyway, like I said, enough about that and the player haters and the baby, also known as the Call of Duty community in Modern Warfare 3 on YouTube and everything. Whatever. But, moving on with it, man. Doing it like I do. The UMP, man. It's an interesting gun. I don't think I've really spoken about the UMP too many times before. I know I brought a gameplay. Maybe once or twice. Nah, I think it was probably once. But a gameplay once with it. I don't know, man. It's an interesting gun out of all the SMGs and everything like that. There's something about this gun that all of the SMGs really do not have. And the fact is, the way I see it anyway, is I see the UMP as the most well-rounded SMG out of all the SMGs. And I don't know, you kind of expect that with the way how it's unlocked from the very beginning of the game, i.e. you don't have to go into gain any XP or anything like that to unlock the gun or rank up any levels. You know, it's there from the beginning, and it kind of the same concept goes like across the board, like with assault rifles as well. Well, in fact, it's only really assault rifles, because then with snipers it just gets confusing and shit like that. So you take it for what it is, really, when it comes down to it like that. But it's the same with assault rifles, because the M4A1 is the first unlocked gun, and that's an extremely well-rounded assault rifle. And the same concept goes over for this, and I don't know, it's interesting, really, right? Because this is kind of, like, out of the whole game, like, maybe excluding the M4, like I just said. Like, I don't know, out of the whole game, I think I would consider this, like, the most well-rounded gun, and the same goes to the M4A1. And then I don't know, it's interesting, really, because they've kind of well, no, they've obviously brought it back from Modern Warfare 2 with this nostalgic kind of effect, and they knew, like, with the reputation that this gun had for Modern Warfare 2, that, like, it was overpowered, people used to use it all the time, and essentially it was perceived as a very, very cheap gun. And I mean, I don't know how people can perceive an SMG to be cheaper than, like assault rifles and stuff like that. I.e. in my particular like case anyway, like the MP7 could be, well no, in fact that's kind of a bad example, because the MP7 in some people's eyes may be perceived as being a lot cheaper than the Type 95, but it is and it isn't in the same time. I don't know, man, but you take it for what it is, because I do believe the MP7 is the best gun in the game, so theoretically speaking that would make it cheaper than like the Type 95, because I don't think the Type 95 is the best gun in the game. So I don't know, you take it for what it is really when it comes down to it like that. But anyway, moving on with it, right, all of the well-rounded guns and everything like that, this is what I'm saying, like speaking about SMGs, scratch like the M4 and the assault rifle category and all that, as SMGs go, this is literally the only SMG that I can think of that is that essentially is just well-rounded and doesn't need some kind of buff or nerf. And we'll go through the SMGs now. It starts with the UMP, straightforward enough, well-rounded. Goes to the MP5, definitely needs a buff. Goes to the what else does it go to after that? I don't know, man, I'm so bad at remembering SMGs. Goes to the PP90M1. Well, it probably would, if anything, it would probably get a nerf, right? That's out of everything. Next on that, the PM9 probably need a buff. On top of that, the MP7 would probably need a nerf, and this is just the way I'm seeing it, and this is kind of fact here. I mean, I wouldn't say this unless I thought it to be true, right? Because all of them weapons that I said there, it either needs a buff or a patch. I mean, a buff or a nerf. It's usually right. There's a lot of guns in here that do need a buff or a nerf, but the UMP isn't one of them guns. It's strange because it's like the developers have actually done the job and made the weapon well-rounded. And I mean, that's a surprise. That's like a real shock to everybody, but that is the case. That is the case. Literally, this gun is well-rounded, and if you're not used it, I definitely would recommend giving it a go and getting used to it and getting used to the whole concept of it and everything like that, because out of all the SMGs and everything like that down the line, it's probably nothing's going to happen to this gun, because that's just, oh shit, I knocked my mic there by accident, sorry about that, but yeah, that's just the way it is. It's just a real beast gun, and it's well-rounded, and it's actually, the developers have actually seemed to have done a very good job on it and making the weapon itself well-rounded, and not compared to like other things as well, if you understand what I'm saying like that. Sometimes when you compare weapons to other weapons, you can see like imbalances and stuff like that. And like, for instance, if I was to compare the UMP to the MP7, I'd see a lot of imbalances because the MP7 is clearly the better gun. But when you're comparing a gun to itself, if I was doing it with like the MP5, I'd be like, right, it's got a good low rate of fire, meaning that I can place shots on more accurately, but the recoil is a bit unmanageable compared to like some of the other ones and shit like that. So like, that's where the UMP shines, because the recoil's good, rate of fire's good. I mean, everything about it is just like a generally good SMG. So I don't know, there's a little tip of the week or tip of the day or whatever you want to say like that. Use the UMP. It's not cheap anymore. Boom. Good little analogy and everything. But anyway, this gameplay's kind of wrapping up towards an end and everything like that. I mean, end of the gameplay, I'll go 45-5 using the UMP, domination on Interchange, running with a few people, dominating as a squad or a team or whatever you want to call it, like I do, triple capping to end up the end of the gameplay. But yeah, pretty much, man, that's all I've really got to say for now, and I don't know, that's the end of the gameplay / commentary, and peace!